I want to start this video off by saying this is for people who are obsessed with the meta and play by that rather than just getting characters you love. This is for people who play the gacha solely to get cards to fill their team slots and don't care about characters as long as they have the strongest team. I think any card can work for your team if you put in the work, and this is to help you better understand the card and put it in the right team for both you and that card. If you're watching this, I'm assuming you're already well versed in meta and gameplay, so I'm not going to explain basic gameplay stuff. If you're new and don't know mechanics yet, I have videos on that to fill in some gaps. Kate is a defense fire, water, flora unit. His max HP is 14,303, and his max attack is 5,038. I'm writing this on the 24th, so right now we don't have confirmation of what cards are coming in February outside of birthday cards. I'm assuming Cerberus Gear Ordo is going to get added, but just as a heads up, I don't have the full knowledge to update my spreadsheet, so the following numbers might be a little off. Kate's HP is way above average when talking about the all cards average in the game and also just SSRs on their own. His attack is also not the worst it could be. Generally speaking, when we have like in a defense card, if it has like a super high HP, it'll have a really low attack. This is not the case, thank God. His attack is below average for both of those categories, but it's not much lower than the all cards average. It's like 96-ish points below, which all things considered isn't that bad. His spell 1 is Flame Blast, his spell 2 is Water Shot 2 and then later Aqua Wave 2, his spell 3 is Sleep Shot 2. Kate's skills are Resistance and Evasion Boost. On spell 1 at level 1, he starts off with a minor resistance to caster for 1 turn, at level 5 it's modest, and at level 10 it's major. Over on spell 3, he starts off with a minor evasion boost to caster for 1 turn, at level 5 it upgrades to modest, but this is as far as it goes. Kate's dual magic partner is Floyd, who gives him a minor power boost. His other buddies are Deuce with a minor HP boost, and Riddle with a modest HP boost. So first things first, if you want to fully uncap Kate, it depends on how many copies of him you get. Each level uncap costs 3 SSR Awakening Perfume, so the more copies you have, the less perfumes you need. You can be spending anywhere from 0 to 12 perfumes. To groovy him, you'll need to meet the requirements of getting him to level 40 and clearing all parts of his vignette. After that's done, it will cost 5 diamond candy to groovy him. So for his spells, he's going to need Fire, Water, and Flora books. However, because he has 3 different elements, you'll need the same amount of each kind, so you're not going to have to, spend more Fire books over Flora or something like that. It's all going to be the same numbers. To max out his spells, he's going to need 351 notepads, 253 textbooks, and 111 grimoires for each element. So, spell 1 needs that amount of Fire notepads, etc., spell 2 needs that amount of water books, and spell 3 needs that amount of flora books. Each spell individually is going to cost 318,000 thou marks to level up, and altogether that's 954,000 thou marks. Alright, it's time to talk about alternatives. Although evasion boost and damage resistance are on the rare side when it comes to skills, there's luckily some options for alternatives. My choices are Birthday Boy Sebek, Birthday Boy Leona, Apprentice Chef Malleus, and Halloween Floyd. Sebek is our spell match option, having the exact same spells as Kate. As an added bonus, he also has Riddle as a buddy, but on the other hand, he shares no skills with Kate, his dual magic and other buddies are different, and he's balance. Although honestly, balance isn't a deal breaker for me, it's not like he's attack or something. But yeah, if you need those spells and Riddle as a buddy, Sebek is the alt for you. Leona has the same exact skills as Kate and he shares Deuce as a buddy. When it comes to spells, he does have water and fire spells, but they're not the same as Kate's and they're in different slots. But at least they're there. He has Void, which Kate doesn't, and he's balanced, but again, I don't think it's too far off from defense in this case. Balance sometimes can feel like defense light or attack light. In this case, it feels like defense light, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. If you want Kate's skills and Deuce as a buddy, this Leona is for you. Next up we have Malleus. He has a Fire Spell 1 that eventually becomes Flame Blast, Water Shot 2, Deuce as a buddy, and Damage Resistance. Although he doesn't have an evasion boost, let's be real here, this Malleus is the budget dupe for Kate. If you don't get Kate or decide not to go for him, this Malleus is going to be the go-to option for a replacement. Unless that evasion boost was the main reason you wanted Kate, then you probably should go with Floyd. All things considered, Floyd is not a bad budget option. He's defense, has flora and fire spells, and he's got evasion boost. While his spells don't match up at all with Kate's, he's at least got the spell elements in common. But yeah, I would say if you mostly want Kate for the evasion boost, this Floyd is going to be your best bet for a budget replacement. Not a lot of rares have evasion boost, and out of the few who do, I would say Floyd is the closest to Kate. So in my opinion, the best thing about this Kate is his skills. They're already good skills, but having that combination is very nice. Kate having all the elements in the elements triangle makes him pretty versatile when it comes to what teams you want to put him in. I would say though, I would lean more towards putting him in fights where you're having a lot of issues. The damage resistance and evasion boost are going to be super helpful with surviving against bosses. But again, he's pretty versatile, so I don't think he needs to be, like, kept in the dungeon and only taken out for boss fights. I think while that's the best slot for him, he has all the elements, so really you could just put him anywhere, honestly. If you decide to go for Kate, good luck. Thank you everyone for watching, and a very special thank you to my channel members and Twitch subs. Your support helps me to continue to make these videos. If you'd like early access to my videos, consider becoming a channel member. Patrons and Ko-fi members can get my scripts early before I record them. I livestream over on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see y'all later.